Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Hello, this is your Fayette County Commissioner, Vince Facides. There is nothing more exciting than high school sports. I know all the athletes work extra hard to be competitive, plus maintain their study skills. Again, this is Commissioner Vince Facides saluting all the young contestants for their efforts. Good luck and may the best team prevail. And the winner is...
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatrics, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry.
Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases. But most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis. We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation, and there are no fees until you receive money on your case. If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbors yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Phone 724-437-2799.
Going on now at Harper Chevrolet.
Get a new 2023 Chevy Equinox for only $269 per month. Stop in for a test drive or visit charperchevy.com. Chevrolet. Find new roads. Lease through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles yearly with $2,999 cash trade equity down with families loyalty or conquest. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Sale ends January 3rd, 2023. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-99-8000.
Just about set to go. Uniontown taking on Waynesburg. Waynesburg in the home whites with black numbers and red trim. Their bench off to our left. Uniontown in the away maroons with white numbers and their bench off to our right. And even talking to some of the Waynesburg personnel here, Steve, they're not overly confident at all going into this one.
I'm sorry, no. They don't feel real confident, and I don't think they just got a young team, bunch of young freshmen. The kids should be playing freshman JV ball, and they're going to be playing against a really good Uniontown team, so that spells a tough night for the Waynesburg Raiders. But you never know. Shot clock, and the Red Raiders, if they get off to a cold start, Waynesburg may be able to hang in there for a little while. Let's hope let's at least see somewhat competitive game for a little while.
Yeah, you always want to see a competitive contest, especially when we're out here broadcasting the game as well. Yeah. Again, Waynesburg was in action here yesterday, lost to the host school 69-29. They have Dane Woods in the center circle, the 6'2 freshman forward. He'll take the opening tip-off for Waynesburg. They're working left to right as we describe it. It looks like Kadrian McLee will be jumping center here for Uniontown. We'll get this game underway from Southern Garrett High School down in Maryland. The Uniontown Red Raiders and the Waynesburg Raiders, and the opening tip-off with the ball in the air, and it's won back to Waynesburg and controlled there by Alex Van Sickle. We'll bring it across here on the near wing, back between the circles to Austin Serber, who backs off fronted there by Bakari Wallace. Resets, edges of the zone, sends it off on the near wing to Dane Woods. Back high on the right with 17 left on the shot clock. Again here to Austin Serber. That shot clock certainly going to be an issue, I think, for Waynesburg here tonight as Serber looks to penetrate. Little bounce pass off to his right and a nailed jumper. Baseline near side long to good Dane Woods. And Waynesburg on top 2-0.
Well, a pretty good possession there. Ran about 20 seconds off that clock and hit a jumper. Now Uniontown turns it over.
A little miscommunication there on the interior pass as Notorious Grooms was trying to send it down on the baseline. Went out of bounds off of Uniontown and out, but this is where Waynesburg might struggle against this full court man-to-man Uniontown pressure defense. You have Serber with it. Little touch there from Alex Eck, and they are able to bring it across here to Serber. Waynesburg resetting up top. Jackson Dean playing catch there with Serber. Far side now, Alex Van Sickle kicked in the corner. A little ball fake from Jackson Dean. Shot clock at 10. Back on the wing again to Serber. Bounces it off. Up top, Dane Woods. Tried to send it off to his right. Did that one go off of McLean and out? No, it did not. Last touch by Waynesburg going out, so Uniontown's basketball.
Well, it did hit McLean, but then it tipped off Eck, so McLean just kind of nicked it.
Red Raiders, Bakari Wallace, baseline drive, near side, laying it up and in. First two of the game for Bakari, and we're tied at 2. Red Raiders back in the 2-2-1 press now. A little double team in the backcourt. Stolen Calvin Winfrey, deflected back and saved there by Alex Van Sickle for Waynesburg. Cross-court pass on the near side, juggled. Looking for the regain there is Serber. And Serber able to bounce it forward as Waynesburg keeps possession. Jackson Dean for 3, well off the mark. Going for the rebound underneath there was Dane Woods. He lost it out of bounds and back over to Uniontown. So a 2-2 game with 6:25 left here in the opening quarter. Calvin Winfrey across out to Jameer Braxton. Braxton long too far side, no good. Was fouled in the process, and he'll have 2 free throws upcoming.
That's on Woods. Now that's one thing you got to be a little concerned. If you're a Waynesburg Raider, you look down on the bench, and he has 2 players. So you know,
dressing 7 today.
The fouls could be an issue.
Braxton making the first of 2 free throws. He's 73% for the season, 16 of 22. Uniontown as a team, 79 of 121, 65%. That's actually one of the better free throw numbers Uniontown has had as a team, Steve, through 8 games in quite some time. Braxton hits both. And a little foul there after the second made free throw. And it went on Notorious Grooms.
Yeah, push on the, I don't know why he did it. They made the free throw.
4-2 lead. Waynesburg needs to hurry, and they do send it in here to Alex Van Sickle. Van Sickle into the forecourt and has it taken away by Jameer Braxton. Sent ahead, Grooms trying to touch pass off to his right to Bakari Wallace. Got deflected back to Grooms. Looking there again for Wallace, and it went off of Wallace and out and back over to Waynesburg. So Uniontown a little sloppy here early on, Steve, trying to settle in here down in Maryland tonight.
Well, just, you know, you could just sense that they, you know, they know pretty much they're going to have their way, but they're just kind of like almost a little bit, almost like they're expecting it.
Steal there from McLean, sent forward to Grooms, and he's fouled there by Alex Eck.
Well,
Eck's first, team second.
Yep.
I think you'll see Waynesburg just rotating personnel. You had Van Sickle got the start, checked out. Now he's coming back in. And Notorious Grooms to attempt his first of 2 free throws. He's 11 of 16 so far this season and drains his first of 2 here. And now you'll have Van Sickle checking in for Chad Corwin.
So now I see a number 3 out there. I don't have a, did they switch numbers again?
I'm not seeing a 3 out there, Steve.
For Waynesburg.
And as the free throw made there from Grooms. It's Jackson Dean. Jackson Dean wearing number 3. He's double teamed. Touches it forward to Dane Woods. Kicked in the corner. Uniontown has a 6-2 lead. Zeros Austin Serber. Again, we had some number changes before the start of the game. Waynesburg lost it out of play. Red Raiders get it back. Calvin Winfrey across out to Bakari Wallace here on the near wing. Driving, scoop shot off the mark. Offensive rebound. Kept alive, Kadrian McLean. Reset to Braxton. And Jameer trying to come back to Kadrian. A little bump foul on the inside on the floor.
That one's going to go on
Jackson Dean.
So there's at least they're spreading out the fouls, but with only 7 players, they can't spread them out too much, can they?
Nope. His first team third. Off the inbounds pass, Braxton on the inside, handing off McLean, leaning and scoring. So Kadrian McLean, his first 2. 4 Red Raiders have 2 points apiece. Uniontown 8 unanswered. They lead at 8-2. Waynesburg across here. Alex Eck try to come on the inside, deflected by McLean. Back over to Serber, turns it over. 3 on none coming back. And Notorious Grooms will just lay it up and in. Timeout Waynesburg, 10-0 run for Uniontown. 5:07 left here in the first, and we're back at 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Ready for an easier way to manage your cards? Get more power, peace of mind, and security with the new updated app from First Federal of Greene County. Set spending limits, view merchant details, subscriptions, and where your card is stored. Plus, turn off lost or stolen cards. It's card management on your terms. Download the updated app or visit ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 458729.
Dinner's great. It's one of your top 3 favorite meals. You just don't want to have to make it. Well, with Jimmy John's, you don't have to. Whether you live in a sandwich delivery zone or head into the store, you can always get a freaky fresh sandwich. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com.
Freaky fast, freaky good. Order online at jimmyjohns.com or call 724-437-6800 for delivery or curbside pickup. Jimmy John's, next to Walnut Hill. Shop and save.
Uniontown a 10-2 lead over Waynesburg. Waynesburg with the basketball after the timeout. They're going to turn it over again. Miscommunication there from Jackson Dean on the pass intended for Alex Van Sickle. It almost seemed like Dean had a clear lane there, Steve, to shoot.
Yeah, he had a 3-foot layup. Might have had to put it off the glass, but coach was asking him why he didn't shoot it.
Winfrey back on the other side here for Uniontown. Sent off to Notorious Grooms. A little mini weave up top for the Red Raiders. Bakari Wallace on it now. Back to Winfrey. 3, top of the key. Good. Calvin Winfrey, his 9th made 3 of the season. First points of the game. Another quick steal. Braxton off to Grooms. Another quick tap up and in. 6 for Notorious. And the Uniontown lead at 15-2. That's a 15-0 run for the Red Raiders after Waynesburg scored the opening 2 points of the game. But Waynesburg comes back and they get the basket and one there. Alex Van Sickle. His first 2 for Waynesburg. 5'11" sophomore guard gets into the scoring column.
McLee gets his first foul.
Steve McIntyre, Waynesburg's head coach. Rob Kaczmarski, the head coach of the Uniontown Red Raiders. Rob now in his 21st season. Free throw up on the way and good there for Alex Van Sickle. So 3 for Van Sickle, 5 for Waynesburg. The Uniontown lead at 10 at 15-5. And quickly Winfrey driving back for Uniontown, and he draws the foul. They look at Serber, I think.
Yeah. So everybody's got 1, right? Nobody has 2 fouls yet for Waynesburg.
No,
so
they have 4 team fouls so far. There's Calvin Winfrey high on the right in the Waynesburg zone. Braxton setting the screen now. He'll get it. Hold on the far wing, guarded there by Austin Serber. Braxton spins on the inside, kicks it out to Grooms. His 3 from the near wing, nothing but net. Notorious Grooms. So Grooms 9 here in the opening quarter. Uniontown a 13-point lead, up 18-5. Uphold, a little backcourt pressure there on Jackson Dean, who's now double-teamed. Gets out of it to Serber. Across on the far side to Alex. That good ball movement down low. The basket and one there for Dane Woods, the 6'2 freshman forward, trying to keep Waynesburg in it. And they're back to within 11, down 18-7.
That foul goes on. Bakari Wallace.
His first, team third.
Got some changes coming in. You got Hager coming in. And Uphold. And who else is in there? Richardson.
Uniontown certainly have more of the ability to sub tonight than Waynesburg. Uniontown about 8 or 9 available subs for this one, as the free throw there was no good from Woods. Coming back, quick 2 there for Uniontown. Was that Levi Gardner there, Steve? No, check that. That was Richardson on that 2. His first 2 off the bench. And coming back for Waynesburg, a little floater off the glass, no good there. Alex Eck, battle for the loose ball rebound, and Jeremiah Hager able to pull it down there for the Red Raiders. Off to Richardson, across there to Winfrey. Comes far wing in, a little hop step, couldn't finish. Offensive rebound near side. Jeremiah Hager gets fouled going back up. His shot attempt no good, but he'll have 2 free throws upcoming. With Uniontown up 20-7 here at the 3:25 mark of the opening quarter.
That's his second now.
Second on Alex Eck.
Yeah, fouls are going to probably start to be an issue.
Hager, first of 2 free throws, good. Came in just 2 of 4 from the foul line. Hager already, Steve, the 7th Red Raider to score in this game. And we still have 3:25 left in the first. Uniontown up 2 touchdowns already, up 21-7. Second of 2 free throws, no good that time from Jeremiah. Waynesburg the rebound, pulled down there from Alex Van Sickle. Touched by Serber, across to Jackson Dean. Now baseline far side, floating it up and in is Chad Corwin. So Corwin's first 2 for Waynesburg. It's 21-9. Here's Richardson back up top, Calvin Winfrey. Out to Notorious Grooms, eyeing another 3. This one off the back iron, no good. A little tap out there from Serber, forward to Jackson Dean. And Dean gets fouled, coming back up the floor. The foul going Calvin Winfrey on the floor. Shot clock hasn't been too much of a factor yet tonight, Steve, as you predicted. Dane Woods will trigger it in.
Now, I think Waynesburg would probably like to hold the ball and run some more clock, but I don't think they can just because of the ball handling ability and the pressure from the Raiders.
They force another turnover. Uphold, touching it forward. Winfrey couldn't finish on the far block. Rebound tipped around. Controlled by Waynesburg's Jackson Dean. He's able to save it from going out of play and then turn it over. Grooms picking it up. Notorious floater, no good. Ball loose out in front. Might have been kicked, nothing called. And there's still a little scrum for it. Hot potato out there, Steve. Finally kept alive by Tavian Richardson. Out to Winfrey. NBA range three. Off the back iron, no good from Calvin. Richardson, another offensive rebound. Back to Calvin again. Good feed down low. Hager comes free and lays it up and in his first field goal of the game. Timeout Uniontown. 2:19 left in the first. Red Raiders up 23-9, and we're back in 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
The WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital Orthopedic and Spine Institute is open, and their experienced providers are ready to care for you. Orthopedic and spine care spans a wide range of problems, from arthritis to joint trauma caused by injury or overuse. Hips, shoulders, knees, and backs are the most common areas where patients experience pain or impaired function. At WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, they can treat orthopedic and spine problems with state-of-the-art care. Their board-certified orthopedic surgeons and specialists are well experienced in the latest treatments for damaged and diseased joints. They offer everything from physical therapies to joint repairs and joint replacements. Whenever possible, the newest, minimally invasive techniques are used to ensure quicker recovery, less pain, and less damage to surrounding tissues. To learn more about the newly opened Orthopedic and Spine Institute at WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, or to schedule an appointment, call 724-912-7533 or visit wvumedicine.org/Uniontown. WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital. The new us, here for you.
Waynesburg with the basketball after the Uniontown timeout. Sent down low to Dane Woods. Woods trying to work there on Levi Gardner. And once again, the Red Raiders force another turnover as Richardson right down the lane, scooping it up and in. Tavian Richardson now with 4. The Red Raiders lead up to 16 now, Steve, at 25-9.
Yeah, Richardson's played a pretty nice game.
Jumper good there for Waynesburg's Jackson Dean, his first 2 of the game. 25-11 Red Raiders, 1:43 left here in the first. Ball comes loose and scooped up by Waynesburg's Alex Van Sickle. Driving back on Gardner, floater good from right of the lane there from Alex Van Sickle. That was a tough shot, Steve. Had to get it over the 6'6 Levi Gardner.
Yep.
Richardson resetting off to Jeremiah Hager. He'll spot up for the 3 and hit it from the outside. Big shot there from Hager. He has 6 here in the opening quarter. Uniontown putting up some points, 28 already, with 1:16 left here in the first. They lead by 15 at 28-13. Dane Woods in the backcourt to trigger it in.
Uniontown sporting some new uniforms this year, aren't they?
Look nice out there. Long 2 blocked by Garner on the attempt from Jackson Dean. Picked up by Bakari Wallace and sent across. Into the corner, Tavian Richardson. Richardson floating it off the glass, no good. Gardner offensive rebound, missed on the putback. 3rd attempt on the possession. Kadrian McLee getting fouled going up. He'll have 2 free throw attempts. Kadrian, Stevie, certainly shot up as well, now 6'5", getting some football looks. Had a visit a couple of weeks ago with Kent State. Good wide receiver for the Uniontown football team. Makes his first of 2 free throws here. Came in 60%, 12 of 20 for the season. Now McLee is 2nd of 2. Up on the way and good again. Red Raiders looking good from the free throw line tonight as well, Steve. Just that 1 miss from Hager, and they force another turnover. Tavian Richardson coming back, and he'll scoop it up and in again.
Wow.
So Richardson with 6. It's a 32-13 lead for Uniontown with 44 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Van Sickle trapped. Floats it across. High feed. Lost out of bounds there by Dane Woods. And the Red Raiders will get it back again.
Well, this is just where you see these are young kids playing against this experienced team, and even some of the guys that don't play all the time for the Red Raiders coming in and
long 3 rattled home Jeremiah Hager. Hager second made 3 of the opening quarter. He has 9. It's a 22-point lead for Uniontown. Another steal, Richardson, and he'll scoop it up and in. So Richardson now with 8. Uniontown has scored 37 points.
I wonder how long
here in the opening quarter.
coach will keep the full court pressure on. After a while, you think you might want to back off. I know he's got to get some work in, but this is Richardson's having a field day.
10-second call. Well, it's been a while, Steve, since we've seen 37 points scored in any quarter of a high school basketball game. I don't remember that many being put up. Going back throughout the years. Hager into McLean. Now Hager again. Still another opportunity to add to it. Hager for three. Missed here off the front of the rim, but Uniontown cruising after one of 37-13. We're back with the second quarter in 60 seconds here on the CR Brada Group High School Sports Night.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SproulsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer litigated over 275 civil and criminal trials, some of which have been aired on Oprah, Inside Edition, and ESPN. Having an engineering degree, master's in business administration, and law degree qualifies him to go toe-to-toe with anyone. His firm concentrates in wills, trusts, estates, property transfers, personal injury, solar field and Marcellus gas negotiations, and family law. Small enough to care and smart enough to win. Phone 724-425-1162 or email TommySchaefer@hotmail.com.
All Uniontown so far tonight up 37-13 over Waynesburg after one quarter of play. The Red Raiders, Steve, have done a nice job spreading around the scoring as well.
Well, they sure have. It's just Richardson 8 points and Hager with 9, and starters back in for the Red Raiders. It's
Uphold out there as well. He's going to launch the three out the front of the rim, no good. Grooms going for the rebound, deflected out of bounds off of Waynesburg going out. Uphold, one of the few Red Raiders who's played and hasn't scored yet in this game.
Well, that was his first shot attempt.
Correct. He'll have it here again off the inbounds pass. Switching over to Grooms. Great feed down. Well, Wallace comes free and gets the basket and one. Bakari Wallace now with 4. The lead up to 39-13 with 7:40 left before halftime.
Fouls called on C.J. Corwin.
Now on C.J. Corwin.
That's his first.
And Wallace to cap off the three-point play. Free throw attempt, no good. Offensive rebound underneath. And scoring on the putback. We talked about it, Steve. When was Tanner Uphold going to score? Well, he scores there on the putback to make the lead at 41-13 and a 5-second call here off the inbounds pass on Waynesburg.
It scored so fast I didn't even see it. I was writing down the Wallace miss and the free throw.
When you have 41 points up here at the 7:31 mark of the opening quarter. Now Braxton adds another 2 to it. That's his first field goal of the game. Made 2 free throws earlier. The lead's at 30 already at 43-13 with 7:20 left before halftime. Red Raiders just an explosion tonight. Coming down low and laying it up and in there, Dane Woods. Woods now with 6 for Waynesburg. It's 43-15. With 7:10 left before halftime. Winfrey coming back. Pretty move in the finish for Calvin Winfrey. Winfrey now with 5, 45-15 Uniontown. 7 minutes left before halftime. It's like a track meet out there. Corwin high on the right. He's pressured. A little poke from Wallace. Set free to Grooms. Notorious coming back, laying it up and in. And Grooms now in double figures with 11. It's a 47-15 lead for Uniontown with 6:44 left before halftime. Alex Van Sickle back across here for Waynesburg. Feed down low and coming free, putting it off the glass, up and in, and they'll count that. The basket and one for Dane Woods. So Woods now with 8. Could add another one here at the foul line. Second on Bakari Wallace. 7th team foul. Gonna check that 5th team foul on Uniontown. And the free throw from Woods off the back iron, no good. Uniontown the rebound. Braxton across to Winfrey in the corner to Grooms. High arcing 3. Barely caught the rim, but Tanner Uphold there. Right place, right time. Lays it up and in on the near block. 49-17 Uniontown. Coming back, quick 2 for Waynesburg's Alex Eck. His first 2 of the game. 49-19 Red Raiders. 6:08 left before halftime. Tanner Uphold coming near wing and in. Did he travel? No, a foul call there on Waynesburg. Thought it might have been a walk there on Uphold. They said Van Sickle grabbed his arm. It'll be a 1-and-1 for Uphold.
Well, everybody's got at least, well, not everybody, but they got nobody with 3 fouls, which is good.
They have Uphold at the line. 4 already, trying to add to it. Front end of a 1-and-1, no good that time for Tanner. Waynesburg the rebound. Eck brought it down. Across to Jackson Dean. He's double teamed, gets out of it. Down to Alex Eck. Little ball fake. Now puts it up, rattled out. Bakari Wallace, the rebound there for Uniontown. Sent it ahead, looking for a hard line drive pass that was picked off by Jackson Dean. Sent forward to Eck and pulled out for the 3-point attempt that came up short there from Alex Van Sickle. Red Raiders another rebound with numbers coming back. Calvin Winfrey got too deep. Gets tapped out there to check that to Notorious Grooms in the corner. Tanner Uphold rattles home another 3. So Uphold 7 second quarter points. It's a 52-19 lead for Uniontown with 5:20 left before halftime.
The Raiders have pulled off a little bit of the full court pressure.
They're still forcing turnovers. Winfrey coming back off to Grooms, and Notorious another quick layup. So Grooms 4 here in the second, 13 for the game. 54-19 Uniontown, 5 minutes left before halftime. Red Raiders already put up 100 points against Brownsville earlier on this year, winning 103-33. They get another steal here. Good ball movement underneath, and to finish that time in traffic from Bakari Wallace. Wallace with 6, lead at 56-19 with 4:42 left before halftime. Little double team there on Van Sickle. Good ball movement, though, from Waynesburg down low, and Alex Eck comes free for another 2. Eck with 4. It's 56-21 Uniontown with 4:30 left before halftime. There's Bakari Wallace coming far baseline, leaning, putting it off the glass, no good. That one is going to be out of bounds, ruled off of Uniontown going out. So we'll have wholesale substitutions here on the Red Raiders side. Got McLee coming back in. Devin Sykes seeing some action. Jeremiah Hager. Levi Gardner back in. Gardner was our Fayette County Commissioner Vince Faciti's player of the game in Uniontown's win over Brownsville earlier on this year. Hager looking for another 3, no good. Rebound tracked down there from Tavian Richardson. Off to Hager. Hager coming back in traffic. Able to fight that one up and in. Jeremiah Hager in double figures with 11. 58-21 Uniontown. So we go under 4 minutes left before halftime. Richardson looking for another steal. Saved by Serber coming inside. Shot attempt partially blocked. McLee the rebound. Off to Richardson and across. Far side, Devin Sykes spotting up for 3, too strong. McLee the offensive rebound, pulling it back. Levi Gardner has it left of the lane. Resets McLee back up top. Hager line drive 3, good. Jeremiah Hager. 5 here in the second, 14 for the game. And Steve, the lead's at 40 right now at 61-21.
Well, one thing you might find out in a game like this, you might find out you got a shooter that you didn't think you had in Hager.
As Dane Woods puts in another 2 for Waynesburg, 61-23 Uniontown.
You never know when you're going to need a 3-point barrage at some point. And
Levi Gardner gets his first 2 of the game for Uniontown. Long 3, Alex Van Sickle off the mark. And Gardner tracks down another rebound off a deflection there for Uniontown. We got under 3 minutes left before halftime. The big guy spotting up for 3. It's off the mark. McLee going for the rebound. Loose underneath and picked up there from Dane Woods. Touched ahead to Chad Corwin. Pressured by Tavian Richardson, who has another steal there for Uniontown. Richardson back across. A hop step deflection off to Gardner. He lays it up and in. Gardner 4 here in the second quarter.
Steal.
And it's Richardson back on at 65-23. He turns it over. Right to Alex Van Sickle. Van Sickle coming back. Faked the no-look pass. And then able to lay it up and in. Van Sickle with 8. 65-25 Uniontown with 2:20 left before halftime. Hager wide open for 3. Hits another one. Boy, is Hager red hot tonight, Steve. He's hit 4 threes and has 17 points. And a lead at 68-25 with 2:11 left before halftime. And we have a timeout, Waynesburg. Need a drink with 2:11 left before halftime. 68-25 Uniontown. We're back in 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Looking for a fast, friendly notary service? Sandy Howell Notary Services, LLC, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, PA, is here to help with transfers, plate renewals, new PA plates, and more. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and surrounding areas. Open weekday evenings starting at 5:30 p.m., Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sandy Howell Notary Services, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Are your dentures cracked, loose, broken, or missing a tooth? Or maybe it's time for a new set of dentures. Call the office of Dr. Jonathan Krisner and Dr. Jennifer Haar at 600 Cherry Tree Lane in Uniontown. Thanks to their in-office denture lab, they can make your new dentures faster than other offices, and in most cases, same-day denture repairs. They also offer teeth whitening, clear braces, and single-visit crowns. Call for your appointment, 724-438-0241, or visit their Facebook page.
Back here at the Snowball Classic down in Maryland. Brian Morozak along with Steve Supergan. Steve, the folks here at the Snowball Tournament, they said they've been holding it for 50 years. This is the 50th annual edition of the tournament. Uniontown set a new tournament record for points and a half already at 68.
It's 2 minutes left.
Yeah, they could add to it again. Here's McAlee deflecting it out of bounds. It'll stay Waynesburg's basketball. It's been a while, if ever, since Uniontown's put up this many points and a half. We'll have to check with Calvin Winfrey at halftime. Longtime Uniontown scorer, if he remembers the last time Uniontown's put up this many in the first half. Austin Serber sending it off to Alex Van Sickle. A little deflection there from Tavian Richardson, and Richardson out of the pack with it, and Tavian will float it up and in. And Tavian with 10, and it's now 70 for Uniontown. Here in the first half, up 70-25 with 1:40 left in the second quarter, and another steal. Richardson just lost it, no one even around him coming back. And driving back, Dane Woods, no good. Garner looking for a block. Got deflected off to Alex Van Sickle. Misses on a jumper. Offensive rebound scoring on the putback, Dane Woods. So Woods 8 here in the second, 12 for the game. 70-27 Uniontown with 1:19 left before halftime. Richardson off to Hager. Will dump down to McAlee, laying it up and in. Kadrian McAlee on the backside with 6, 72-27.
Alley-oop.
Yes. And a no-look feed coming free near side, floating it up and in. Alex Eck. 6 second quarter points for Alex, 72-29 Uniontown. Final minute of the second quarter. 3 up top. Hager off the mark. And that one going out of bounds. Which way is it going to go?
Should be Uniontown ball.
Anyway, Uniontown's basketball. With 47 seconds left before halftime. Red Raiders just putting up, as some of our viewers have said, Steve, an insane point total here in the first half. He turned it over there and driving back, getting the basket and one, Jackson Dean. So Dean with 4. It's 72-31 Uniontown. 41 seconds left before halftime. Now Dean will head to the foul line. Trying to cap off the three-point play. 5'11 freshman misses the free throw there, and Jeremiah Hager the rebound. Forward to Tavian Richardson. Underneath, Trapp trying to get out of it there was Sykes. Tipped around, Richardson controlling again. Good ball movement down low. McLee comes free. Another layup there for the Red Raiders. So 74 points scored here in this first half for Uniontown. Up 74-31. Another block there from Levi Garner. But getting it back for Waynesburg's Jackson Dean. They'll reset. 3 on the outside, no good. 8 seconds left in the first half. Garner out of the pack with it. Sent ahead to McAlee, and McAlee trying to add another 2. Gets fouled there going up. And with 2.1 seconds left, McAlee will head to the free throw line to shoot 2. And this would reflect some final scores here, Steve. And 74-31. McAlee to shoot 2. First of 2 short out the front of the rim.
That's 3 fouls on Dean. Not that I don't think it's going to affect the outcome.
I don't think so.
A couple of the guys foul out.
McLee's second free throw, no good. Rebound pulled down there by Dane Woods, and that'll do it for the first half. Uniontown up 74-31 here at halftime over the Waynesburg Raiders. We're back to tell you about it on our halftime show, brought to you by the Radcliffe Law Firm. It comes your way next year on WMBS, the Triple I High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes. Whether you have trouble swallowing, acid reflux, abdominal pain, bowel habit difficulties, or fatty liver disease, our team at U.S. Digestive Health is here for you. And importantly, if you have reached age 45, we urge you to follow the American Cancer Society guidelines and get a screening colonoscopy. To learn more, call us at 724-437-7677 or visit us at usdigestivehealth.com.
Going on now at Arthur Chevrolet.
Get a new 2023 Chevy Equinox for only $269 per month. Stop in for a test drive or visit charperchevy.com. Chevrolet. Find new roads. Lease through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles yearly with 2,999 cash trade equity down with GM Lease loyalty or conquest. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Sale ends January 3rd, 2023. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-99-8000.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Planning a sports fundraiser? B Graphics makes it easy. B Graphics will set up an online store with hats, t-shirts, hoodies, and other gear with your team and school logo. Ordering, shipping, payment, B Graphics handles everything, and you get a check with the profits. Minimal effort, maximum success. Call or go online to set up your online store at bgraphics.com. B-E-E, graphics with an X.com. Best of the best, screen printing and embroidery 3 years running. bgraphics.com.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair. Currently in their 59th year of providing quality, reliable service to the community, Ted Silva & Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They will gladly blueprint your vehicle for repair, and they will work with your insurance company. With a paint booth that utilizes the environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Silva & Son not only cares for our community and our children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it is the goal of Ted Silva & Son to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way possible. Family owned and operated for 59 years. Call 724-437-2351 for Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair, LLC. Proud to sponsor local high school sports.
Whether you just found it or you've lived there for years, you'll never forget that feeling. It was something that made you realize this house would become your home. And since there's no place like it, it deserves protection just as special. Local Allstate agent Russ Bleo can help you customize an Allstate house and home insurance policy and point out lots of ways to save, like claim-free rewards, extra savings every year you don't file a claim. Call Uniontown area Allstate agent Russ Bleo today. Coverage and discounts subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Savings vary. Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company.
I'm attorney Bill Martin, partner at Radcliffe Law. I have experience in workplace accident cases for nearly 15 years. Have you been hurt at work and are trying to navigate a workers' compensation claim? Are you being treated unfairly by your employer? When you're hurt at work, your employer's main goal is to get you back to work, but you may not be physically ready to do that. If you find yourself in a similar situation, call us at Radcliffe Law, 724-439-3939. We'll meet with you at no cost. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
Uniontown up 74-31 over Waynesburg here at halftime. Brian Morozak back with Steve Subert. Billy Dice behind the camera on our Facebook Live video feed. Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. And Steve, we're talking Uniontown scorekeeper Calvin Winfrey's been keeping the book for 28 years. And he said he never remembers a Uniontown team putting up 74 points in a first half before.
That's a lot of points. That's a lot of points. And it's, we don't know if it's a record or anything like that, but it's, it's a shame because Waynesburg's just, they're basically playing a freshman group out there. And the kids are, actually not bad players. They're moving pretty good. They're just overmatched though by the speed and the athletic ability of the Red Raiders right now. And even the second line guys for the Red Raiders are having their way with the Waynesburg kids. So it's a tough one, tough one for them. But the Red Raiders working on some things. And
you have our halftime stats brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County.
Yep, for Waynesburg. Woods led the way with 12 points, Corwin with 2, Dean with 4, Van Sickle with 7, and Eck with 6. They scored 13 in the first, but 18 in the second, 31 at the half. That's really not too bad for a halftime score for most nights, 31 at the half. But the Red Raiders scored 37 in each quarter for a 74-point burst for the first half. Grooms had 13 points. Hager off the bench with those 3 threes chips in 17. Winfrey with 5, McLeod with 8, Wallace with 6, Gardner with 4, Richardson off the bench with 10, Uphold with 7, and Braxton with 4. They, again, 37 in each quarter for a commanding 74-31 halftime lead.
And we'll have the second half of this game coming up for you next. Uniontown up 74-31 over Waynesburg here on WMBS, the Turbo Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Where can you go these days and have your gas pumped for you? Oil checks and windshield clean. Joe B's Golf. That's where. Joe B's Golf is conveniently located at the corner of Fayette and Beeson Boulevard. Joe B's Golf is a fast, friendly, full-service gas station serving the Uniontown area in the same location for over 47 years. Joe B's Golf offers blockout services, general repairs, tire repair, fenced-in storage lots, state inspection, golf products, and AAA 24-hour car and light truck towing service. Call 724-438-0681.
Hello, Uniontown Red Raider fans. This is Mayor Bill Gerke here again to wish the 2022-23 Red Raider basketball team nothing but the best on their way to a WPIAL record 48th section title. As a graduate of Uniontown High School and a lifelong resident of the city, I've watched sports and academics unite our community. As a member of the Uniontown Area School Board of Directors, I had an opportunity to play an integral part in the growth of our district. This is your Mayor, Bill Gerke, and I thank you, and I hope to see you at the game.
Chris Barker Jr., it's the holiday season and the year is coming to an end.
And here at Autoland, we're having great year-end deals. And with the Hyundai Getaway sales event, we have fantastic deals. Interest rates are high, so come take advantage of 0% APR financing for 36 months on the Sonata or Santa Fe limited editions. Plus, get $1,000 HMF bonus cash just in time for holiday gift giving.
How about fuel economy and a low payment?
We have a fantastic selection of fuel-efficient 2023 Elantras for holiday travel or winter vacations. Lease a new 2023 Elantra SE for only $219 per month. Just see us for details.
And every new Hyundai comes with Hyundai Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, and 3-year free complimentary maintenance. Visit them online at AutolandHyundai.com or 25 East Fayette Street, downtown Uniontown.
And Santa knows you'll always pay less to drive the best at Autoland Hyundai. Happy holidays from everyone at Autoland.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt at Watson Mundorf LLP wish the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and all of our local teams the best of luck this year. Watson Mundorf is a premier regional law firm whose experience and expertise empower it to not only be an advocate for its clients, but also provide them with exceptional service to exceed expectations. With offices in Uniontown and Connellsville, they are local and here to serve you. Call 724-626-8882 for attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family-owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook.
We'll see you at Potter's.
Back here at Southern Garrett High School, Uniontown up 74-31 over Waynesburg as we're ready to start the third quarter. Brian Morozak along with Steve Suprick. And Steve, the Uniontown community lost a valuable member today as longtime Uniontown barber and longtime Red Raider supporter Harry Fee passed away. And again, our condolences go out to Harry and his family and all of his friends. They'll certainly miss him for years to come. And Steve, an interesting tidbit, since Uniontown and Laurel Highlands have been playing basketball games against one another, and of course this is going back to the mid-1960s, Harry's only missed 4 Uniontown Laurel games.
Wow.
In all those years, and those were because of surgeries. So again, our condolences go out to Harry Fee and his family. He'll certainly be missed. And it was interesting, Steve, as a quick threes put up here from Alex Van Sickle. It's an air ball. I got a phone call in the office this morning saying if we could pass along get well wishes to Harry because he hadn't been well, and then found out a couple hours later that he had passed away. So certainly sad. He was looking forward to watching and listening to our broadcast tonight, even though he hadn't been too well, as Kadrian McLee will head to the line. We'll have a continuous clock here in the second half.
Yep, Eck picks up the foul. That's his third.
And McLee, first of 2 free throws, no good. Kadrian now 2 of 5 from the free throw line. Red Raiders again will take on the host school Southern Garrett tomorrow, 7 o'clock tip-off. Steve, you'll be here for that one.
I think so.
As McLee misses both free throws. Be a part of a basketball doubleheader here on WMBS. Laurel Highlands taking on Lincoln Park at 4 o'clock. That should be a fun game as well, Steve. Top 2 teams in most publications in 4A. And with Alex Van Sickle shooting a pair of free throws. Last Uniontown foul went on Calvin Winfrey. And Van Sickle connecting. He now has 8 and 7 in the first half. Van Sickle now to add another one. Up on the way, and no good that time for Van Sickle. Kadrian McLee, the rebound there for Uniontown. Off to Notorious Grooms. You can tell Uniontown slowed the tempo down a little bit. Braxton for 3 connects. Jameer Braxton showing his range. He has 7, lead at 77-32 for Uniontown with 6 minutes left here in the third quarter. Jackson Dean fronted there by Bakari Wallace. Back high on the left to Austin Serber. Serber, those bright orange tennis shoes, Steve, easy to spot on the courts. Yep. Off to Jackson Dean. Now Serber again. Feed up top. Going there to Van Sickle. Out again to Dean, and a little pressure and a steal from Notorious Grooms. Notorious comes back and lays it up and in. 15 for Notorious, came in averaging 14.6 points and 3 rebounds a game. Adds to his total there as the Red Raiders take a 79-32 lead. 3 on the near side, off the mark there from Van Sickle. But it's laid back up and in. Offensive rebound and the putback from Alex Eck.
With the basket.
79-34 Red Raiders. 5:10 left here in the third. Here's Winfrey near side. Up top, Braxton spinning off a defender. Works left of the lane, fights inside. Couldn't get the shot attempt to go, but the offensive rebound pulled down and laid back up and in from Kadrian McLee. And that'll put McLee in double figures with 10. Dane Woods picks up his 4th personal foul. Again, Waynesburg dressing only 7 here today.
Well, with the score 81-34, I don't think coach is too concerned about the 4th foul at this point.
McLee makes the free throw, snaps a string of 4 straight misses for him. 82-34 Uniontown lead.
At this point in the game, you're just looking to get some experience. And these guys are not that. I would say in a year or two, they're going to be pretty good.
But yeah, certainly scrappy, and these young guys getting a lot of time this year as freshmen and sophomores.
They're just young.
Yep. And they play down in 3A. Remember, these two teams for a number of years played in the same conference. And Waynesburg in 3A again this season. They have Brownsville, Washington, McGuffey, Charleroi, Yock, and Mount Pleasant in their conference. Red Raiders set up another turnover, and Braxton another quick 2 on the give and go after getting the feed there from Notorious Grooms. And the Red Raiders getting set to make another line change here, and that might be it for the starters. Floater up on the way and good there from Van Sickle. Puts him in double figures with 10. 84-36, the Uniontown lead. 3:43 left here in the third. Here's Notorious Grooms backing off on Austin Serber. Join Penguins hockey as soon as this one wraps up on WMBS tonight. Penn's tough loss last night against the Islanders as McLee gets another quick 2. He has 5 here in the third, 13 for the game.
Penguins, I watched a little bit of that last night. They looked awful last night.
Yes. Maybe ate too much turkey and ham over Christmas.
One of my favorite players was pretty good, Matt Barzell. I like that guy.
Here's Grooms coming back. Another quick 2. Grooms with 17. Timeout on the core. 3:11 left here in the third. 88-36 Red Raiders. We're back at 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
We go your way all around every day. It's a fact. We're striving harder to get you farther.
Holiday shopping has begun, you know. The hustle and bustle of busy streets and parking lots. Wouldn't it be better if there was a bus shuttle service where you wouldn't have to worry about anything other than shopping and making sure you got all of the gifts on your list? Wait, there is. Fayette Area Coordinated Transportation has a free shuttle service from their transfer center every Monday through Friday. That's right, free. Just park your car at the transfer center from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. and forget all the fuss and get on the bus. No headaches this holiday season. FACT also has public transportation service to Pittsburgh area malls and shopping plazas. All FACT vehicles are handicapped accessible. For more information on routes and schedules, visit www.factbus.com.
It's a fact. We're Fayette County Public Transit.
We come back after the timeout. Alex Zeck adding another quick 2 for Waynesburg. He has 10, 2:50 left here in the third quarter, and a travel call on the drive back there from Tanner Upholt. The Waynesburg basketball. And Alex Eck will send it in.
Has pulled off the pressure, just a half-court pressure.
They still force another turnover. Uphold forward. Richardson lays it up and in. I think Levi Gardner wanted to slam that one in. Never got the opportunity.
He was hoping Richardson would miss it.
He had a slam to end the Uniontown game against Connellsville earlier on this year. Certainly has plenty of hops and size at 6'6". Tanner Uphold picks up the foul there for Uniontown. It'll be Dane Woods to trigger it in. 2:05 left here in the third. 90-38 Red Raiders. Sent up top, Jackson Dean slipping, trying to regain, and turns it over. Uphold again forward to Richardson, and Tavian just lays it up and in again. Tavian 4 here in the third, 14 for the game. 92-38 Uniontown.
Well, Richardson's a pretty good player. He'd get a lot of minutes on a lot of teams, and he just has a couple of good players in front of him with Winfrey, but he's more than capable.
When you dissect the section this year, obviously Bell Vernon, plenty of skill and size. Laurel Highlands very top-heavy with Gallagher and Keandre. But if you look at overall depth, Steve, I think you might have more on this Uniontown team than any other squad in the section this season.
Yeah.
Definitely. A lot of interchangeable parts.
I mean, LH has probably the 2 best players, but then, when you go top to bottom, I think you're right. And we haven't seen Bell Vernon yet, but I'm hearing they're terrific.
There's a 3 from the near wing, spinning out there from Jeremiah Hager. I've watched them on film, and they certainly look solid. Again, Uniontown will take on Bell Vernon next Friday. Be one of the games to watch in the section. And again, we'll see how Laurel Highlands does next week as well without Rodney Gallagher. He'll be playing in the U.S. Army All-American football games. They won't have Rodney for their 2 games against Elizabeth Ford and Albert Gallatin. Uniontown opens with Albert Gallatin in the conference on Tuesday. 3 from the outside, off the front of the rim there from Waynesburg's Austin Serber. They got an offensive rebound from Alex Eck. He turned it over, but then they got it back, and a quick 2 from Alex Van Sickle. So Van Sickle now with 12, 92-40 Red Raiders. 21 seconds left here in the third. Pulled up top, Richardson. Shot clock off. Hager touches it down. Levi Gardner leans and misses. Uphold offensive rebound. Scores on the putback. Tanner Uphold with 9. 94-40 Uniontown. Final 5 seconds of this third quarter. Long 2. Dane Woods rejected by Levi Gardner to end the third. Waynesburg wanted a foul there. They're not going to get it. 94-40 Uniontown. We're back with a 4th and 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Looking for a fast, friendly notary service? Sandy Howell Notary Services, LLC, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, PA, is here to help with transfers, plate renewals, new PA plates, and more. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and surrounding areas. Open weekday evenings starting at 5:30 p.m., Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sandy Howell Notary Services, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Going on now at Harper Chevrolet.
Get a new 2023 Chevy Equinox for only $269 per month. Stop in for a test drive or visit charperchevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles yearly with $2,999 cash trade equity down with GM Lease loyalty or conquest. Payment plus tax title fees and first payment. Sale ends January 3rd, 2023. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-99-8000.
Uniontown a 54-point lead over Waynesburg as we enter the fourth quarter. Red Raiders up 94-40. Uniontown still scored, Steve, 20 points in the third quarter. Not too shabby.
Running clock.
Yes. They put up 37 apiece in the first and second frames. They've spread around the scoring. Even Notorious Grooms with 17. Jeremiah Hager also with 17 on the Uniontown side. Hager hot from the outside. He's at 4 threes in this game. Certainly has to be a candidate for our player of the game, brought to you by Fayette County Commissioner Vince Vacides. There's Levi Garner up top. Tavian Richardson for 3. Hits it.
Well, he's on fire.
And Richardson with 17. You have 3 Red Raiders now with 17 points and a lead at 97-40 with 7:35 left here in the fourth. Near side, Jackson Dean resetting up between the circles to Van Sickle, and Gardner a block there on Waynesburg's Austin Serber, and they force another steal, but will go out of bounds off of Uphold and out, trying to get the feed up the floor to Levi Garner.
Trying to get Levi a dunk.
Haven't been too many Red Raiders, Steve, dressed that haven't played. You still have Marcus Heist and Nick Torbich on the bench. I think that's it as far as Red Raiders that haven't seen any action. I'd assume they'll be checking in here soon. Here's Gardner. He'll lay that one up and in.
He just couldn't get himself settled in. He was going too fast.
Gives the Red Raiders 99 now for the game. And they force another turnover here. Uphold with 6:44 to play. Lead at 59. Set in the corner. High arcing 3 reined in there for Devin Sykes. His first points of the game come from outside the arc. 102-40. Uniontown on top by 62. Timeout Waynesburg. We'll take a quick 30. 6:30 left here in the fourth.
Taking a
so we'll just burn a quick 30 here, Steve, on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
NovaCare Rehabilitation is now in Masontown. Using a personalized plan of care and one-on-one sessions, NovaCare gives you an advantage in rehabilitation. Dr. Haley Cruiser and our professional staff are certified to use industry-leading treatments, including LVST Big Therapy for Parkinson's disease, which increases mobility, improves balance, and decreases time necessary to complete tasks. These services supplement NovaCare's exceptional orthopedic, concussion, and vestibular dysfunction resources. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call our new Masontown office on Route 21 McClellantown Road at 724-491-5220.
So we come back. Tanner Uphold was attempting a dunk. Didn't get that one to go. Now the Red Raiders send it forward again. Tavian Richardson. A miss. Might have been an intended miss because you had Levi Garner trying to follow it up.
Definitely was intending to do that. Gardner coming in a little too fast again, but pretty good throw off the board from Richardson. And just Gardner couldn't corral it in.
So it's a 102-40 lead for Uniontown over Waynesburg with 5:40 left here in the fourth. The next Red Raider basket will set a new high for the season for points in a game.
Shot clock has been turned off.
Yeah, don't see that very often. Now Uphold coming back. Handing off down low. Shot with the left hand to the finish there, Devin Sykes. So Sykes 5 fourth quarter points, 104-40. 64-point lead now for the Red Raiders. As Austin Serber brings it back across. Feed it off, long 2 from the corner. No good there from Dane Woods. And Waynesburg, Steve, is yet to score here in the fourth. Richardson for 3. It's an air ball. Uphold finds it here on the near side. Resets off to Sykes. His 3, no good. And laying it up and in there, Levi Gardner rattling that one home. So Gardner with 8. 106-40. Uniontown lead at 66 with 4:42 to play. Fighting back down low, and Waynesburg getting their first 2 of the fourth from Dane Woods, giving him 14 for the game. And Waynesburg forces a turnover. Bringing it back across through traffic there, Jackson Dean. He'll get it back after a little give and go from Chad Corlin. Missed on the 3, goes out of bounds, back over to Uniontown with 4:19 to play. And now we'll see Marcus Heiss and Nick Torbich seeing their first action of the evening.
I think that would mean Grooms and all the guys are done. Winfrey.
And finish off the scoring for those guys. You're right there, Steve. They're not coming back in the game.
Hager's still in there, but I'm going to total him up just in case.
Woods sending it off to Austin Serber. Watch there by Marcus Heiss. Serber coming far baseline. Good feed down low and another block from Levi Gardner on the shot attempt there from Dane Woods. Ed Walensky checking in from Sandy Howell Notary Services. Probably getting set to close up shop soon, Steve. They close at 8:30 in the evening.
Wow.
Always a good place to get some evening notary work done. There's Jeremiah Hager coming back across. Hager a little slip. Out of bounds, back over to Waynesburg.
A couple guys. The floor looks a little slick.
Yes.
It looks like they got to wax it up a little bit and clean it because I've seen some guys just looks a little slippery.
Southern Garrett's JV team played another Maryland school right before this game started. As Dane Woods adds another 2, he has 16. 106-44 the Uniontown lead. 2:50 to play. 3 from the near side. Rattling out there for Devin Sykes. And Waynesburg a rebound in traffic and muscling it away. There is Nick Torbich. The Red Raiders unable to finish underneath. Sure they'd like to get Torbich and Heiss a basket here late. Shot on the left hand, good there from Jackson Dean. That's 6 for Dean. 106-46, the Uniontown lead. Marcus Heiss back into the corner. Gardner up top. Hager, his 3 on the way. Good again, Jeremiah Hager. That's 5 made threes for Hager tonight. He has 20. Couldn't finish him off yet there, Steve.
No. I just scratched out the 17 and put a 20 in there.
109-46. The Uniontown lead. We got a held ball. Possession arrow Waynesburg. I think it's the first time our score hub's seen 109. Who started doing the video simulcasts for any games. No, the scoreboard here has 3 digits for Southern Garrett. Get a lot of 100-point high school games. Uniontown's been above 100 now twice so far this season. See if they can get above 110 here with 90 seconds to play. There's Jeremiah Hager bringing it back across. Near side, 3 from Sykes. No good. Underneath, Dane Woods, the rebound for Waynesburg. Off and across, Austin Serber. Bounces on the far side. Levi Gardner, I think he has about 5 blocks tonight, Steve.
Yeah.
Another rejection there. Clock continuing to roll as we approach the 1-minute mark. Underneath, stolen there by Nick Torbich. Sent ahead Jeremiah Hager, and Hager was a half dunk, half shot attempt. Ended up as a miss. And the ball loose underneath and picked up by Waynesburg. Coming back across, off balance shot, no good there. Dom George, but he was fouled, and George an opportunity to get his first points of the night here at the foul line for Waynesburg in the final 35 seconds. Uniontown with the win will pick up their 7th straight, improved to 8-1 on the season. Again, they'll take on Southern Garrett here at 7 o'clock tomorrow. Waynesburg will drop to 2-9 with a loss. George hits 1 of 2 free throws for Waynesburg. 109-47. Red Raiders likely the last possession of the game. 3 from the outside. 2 strong that time from Devin Sykes. Waynesburg picks it up. Austin Serber comes back, and he'll lay it up and in. Then the game on the Waynesburg side. So 109-49, your final score. Stay tuned for our post-game show. Brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon. It comes your way next here on WMBS, the Trib Live High School Sports Network and Facebook Live.
For attorney Melinda Della Rose, helping people with compassionate counseling, candid legal advice, strong advocacy, and professional commitment is what she does best. With an office at 99 East Main Street in downtown Uniontown, attorney Della Rose specializes in family law, municipal law, and general civil litigation, as well as personal injury, estate planning, probate, and more. For more information, call attorney Melinda Della Rose at 724-437-3200, 724-437-3200, or online at DellaRoseLaw.com.
Find more snuggle time this winter and be prepared for the cold with the help of First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. With a home improvement loan, a home equity loan, or home equity line of credit, you can finally upgrade that old furnace, take care of that leaking roof, or replace those outdated floors. Keep the cold out and warm and cozy in your home this winter. Visit a loan officer today or apply online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729. Movement Physiotherapy is here to serve you. Now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, Movement Physiotherapy treats back issues, knee and ankle pain, shoulder, hip, neck, and balance issues, and provides post-surgical rehab. Using aquatic therapy, manual therapy, therapeutic exercise, soft tissue massage, electrical stimulation, running analysis, and balance programs, Tyler Gasek and his team are ready to improve your health with physical therapy. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty